Hello everybody, welcome back to another Battlefront 2 video, and today we are ranking all the classes, that is the Officer, the Assault, the Heavy, and the Specialist, which is the Sniper class. Now it is easy to forget about the random troop classes, as there's so many good other game modes, and I was thinking maybe about ranking all the game modes, so if that is something you would like to see in the future, make sure to drop a like and comment on this video, and I will get one of those into production. As you can see, I do yeet this Kylo pretty far, it's quite funny. So, with Obi-Wan's Kenobi's push, you can like choose what you can aim it. I just absolutely sniped him. So yeah, on this Anakin clip, there's another one where I beat up a Kylo. So yeah, you know, this is in, I think it's in, I want to say Galactic Assault. Yeah, see, I just tried that Kylo. Number 4. Number 4 spot today, we have the Officer. Now it is with regret I've put this there, but I just can't get behind the Officer as much as some of the other classes. This is the 4th Officer gun, you see I'm just not going to do very well. The Officer is quite a kind of defensive class. My head just goes flying there. It's quite a good defensive class, good for capturing points. It's quite a strategic class. This is the handheld sniper kind of, the 2nd Officer, obviously. I like that, because my favourite class is the sniper. But is it necessarily the best class? You know, I'm not sure. You'll find out later. But yeah, the handheld sniper is it's a good weapon, so you can just take them out. And it also has some cool abilities. It has that flash grenade there, which you saw it flies, you know, it splits into little pieces and blinds your enemies. You have the Officer's like motivational speech thing or something, where it like does this little hand gesture and it heals up your mates and yourself if you have the right version of the ability on. You have a turret, which is just defend the points and everything. See, there we go, I did the thing here, but got hit by a concussion something or other. But yeah, so on this point I am capturing the post with the Blurg, which is a 4-point burst. I want to say pistol? Yeah, pistol. 4-point burst pistol. Well, it's 2 until you get the attachment, which gives it extra burst or something, I'm not sure. I get sniped by a Wookiee here, which is a bit annoying, because the Blurg has been weakened so much since it first came out. It used to be so overpowered. Like, once you got the Blurg, you were pretty much invincible. But as you can see, I'm not very invincible, because I died. Got killed. Died, Officers number 4. Number 3. So today the number 3 spot goes to the Heavy, and I'm a bit sad about this because I quite like the Heavy, and I've got to like it a lot more than I used to. It used to be my least favourite class, even less than the Officer, but I've got to like it since co-op. Co-op is basically the best place ever to use a Heavy, because you can use all of his explosive abilities to just blow up millions and millions of AI. I'm in co-op here on a really good map for the Heavy. I'll show off its best side, but just the reason it's here, because it's very situational. It can only be used in certain game modes and certain maps, but it has, you know, none of the classes are bad, like, I'm not saying that, and I just think that other classes have a lot more potential for kills and stuff. See that barrage there, I didn't even kill them, but, you know, damage them a lot. I get assists to anyone who dies, but the explosive sentry, it's just so good for, like, destroying the bots, because they take 2 hits from it, I think, but it does splash, so you can get 2 hits, you can get like 6 people. I think it's just like a good class, you know, it has impact, it's got some good abilities, it's got some quite explosive abilities, as you can see from my video, which I literally called How to Explosive Heavy or whatever, because it's literally just that, a Heavy. Yeah, see, I killed the Jinton and a Wookiee, so, you know. So, the barrage and stuff, they green fire. Yeah, they reload quite quickly, so you can lob it and lob it and lob it. You can get really high kill streaks and unlock the TL50 and the final weapons and get really far into the Heavy. So it's quite a good kind of starting class as well, just because if you've played any game, you know what a fast firing kind of, it's not that unique to Battlefront. Like the kind of play style of explosives, explosions, explosions, explosions. And I think it's quite a, you know, I want to say cliche, but I don't want to like sound mean, but for the reason that it's just a bit too situational and hasn't got, yeah, only used in certain situations and maps. That is the reason that the heavy is in the number 3 spot. Moving on. Number 2. So now we're on to the number 2 spot, which is the specialist. Which I do regret having to put in second, because it is my favourite class, and I just love using the sniper. But the thing is, this is not a rankings of my opinion, it's just a rankings of what I reckon are kind of just the facts. So, this class, if you're a really good sniper, it's not easy to be good, and it takes ages. Like, I used to be a rubbish sniper. It literally took me since the game came out to become a half decent sniper, and it's kind of only good in certain maps. But there's quite a lot of maps that's good at, but it's not good like close quarters or anything. It does have abilities for that, but it's not like permanent. It's not massively versatile, is what I'm trying to say. But it is fun to use, but it does take quite a grind to get to a good sniper weapon. But if you do want to try and become a decent sniper, I did make a video on how to become a sneaky sniper. Yeah, it's all about the art of kind of finding a good spot and just laying down the fire on them. See, this boss, he's basically a sniping hero. Like, that's his thing. I don't like him very much, but that's kind of his thing. I probably should get to try him a bit more, but I don't know. Also, there was this weird glitch with Bosk when I was jumping. I took like damage every time I jumped. Dice, fix your servers, I'm sorry. So the reason that it's not very versatile is the sad reason why the sniper is in number 2. Moving on to the number 1 spot. Number 1. So now we are on to the number 1, which is the assault. And I couldn't really put anything other than the assault just because it's such a versatile class, Like, you can just tear into anyone, because of all the different weapons. It can be medium range, it can be short range, it can be long range, it can be whatever range, it can be, up close, it can be against a squad of 1, it could be in a 1v1, it could be a squad of 20, it could be against a hero. Like, obviously it's not very easy against a hero, but see, it's got the CR2 here, which is good for capturing, because it's up close, and, it's a bit of a suicide runner weapon, but, yeah, if you get the kills, you level up, so you're level 85. That's a pretty high level, if I don't say so myself. And this is the first assault gun. Like, you see, you can still get kills with the first assault gun. Like, you don't have to have done anything to get a decent weapon. That is why the assault's just one of a really good, top-notch weapon, I'd say. Not weapon, that's class. You can't be outmatched really. Obviously, there's no situation where I'd say, don't use the assault, it's not a good class for this, situation. But you can change it, and, it's got so many different star cards, you can change the different grenades, different things. You can have a scan dart, or I have the healing one, which is just so powerful. If you're thinking about to die, stick on the toughen up, boom, not going to die. You can have a vanguard, which is basically a little shotgun. You just run into their faces, one hit. And just the fact that it's so versatile is the reason why the assault is the number 1. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Bye.